podcast. I am one of your three hosts, Helix. I am joined by Born and Legend. Well, okay, that's a lie. I'm not currently joined by Born and Legends. That's because I'm sat in the editing suite, also known as my shed. Born and Legends are presumably either at home or at work currently. The reason I'm speaking to you now as future Helix, or I suppose Helix from yesterday, now that by the time this episode goes out, is because we overran by an entire another episode. So we decided to give you a special two-part episode 12. Part 1 went out last week, as you probably noticed. You know, the one with the abrupt ending. And part 2, starts in about a minute ago by now. Anyway, point is, This is part 2 of episode 12, so stick around if you want to hear us rambling. But yeah, other than that, I'm Helix. You're about to hear Born and Legends join me, so I suppose I'll catch you in a few seconds. Yeah, stick around. I'll see you in a sec.
Let's say you're like, you know what? After 20 years, she's 100% the one. And I just want to go through the whole celebration and letting the whole family know.
So I eventually will get married.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your best man?
Same.
Who's my best man? Neither of you cunts. I don't trust either.
Wow!
We'll get Shane.
No, that's worse.
So you got to pick out of the three of us then.
Because he doesn't know much,
We know everything.
but he's such a good bullshitter. You two know too much.
So we can still bullshit more.
I'd have to flip a coin.
Damn.
What?
We can do a joint.
I could do a joint actually, yeah, to be fair.
You'd be fun.
And it wouldn't be a
Getting
Christian.
a divorce the next day.
Actually, I feel like Born probably wouldn't come to the wedding.
I would.
Are you sure?
I'd force him.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be a pagan wedding.
Yeah, I would still go.
Fair.
Yeah, we'll dress up as priests.
You see, that's fine. No one would care. But if I showed up to a Christian wedding dressed as a fucking seer, I'd be burnt at the stake.
You actually would get jumped.
Yep.
No, you really would. You'd get jumped by a lot of the black family members. It wouldn't be funny, bro.
Oh shit,
You'd
yeah.
step through the door.
That's
Hey.
a good point.
And the brothers would just...
I forgot about that. Yours, I'd probably get away with it.
You'd probably get away with it. Not mine.
But as far as I'm aware, black churches are very, very, very strict, aren't they?
I mean, mine would be a Christian
Yeah.
wedding, full stop.
You'd have no choice.
I would have... It's not that I wouldn't have a choice. It would be my choice. I would make it a full Christian
But if it wasn't your choice, you'd have no choice.
Yeah, I would have no choice because
Yeah.
it wouldn't be my choice, but...
I just hope you know that I'm not reading hymns or prayers.
No. That's not how a Christian wedding happens. That's...
I don't know.
I don't know what kind of...
Oh, no, I'm thinking of funerals.
You're
you know.
thinking of funerals, my boy. So what would you have, Legend?
Same thing, really.
Yeah?
Yeah, Christians, with...
Oh, yeah,
You'd have a
but
Christian wedding.
You going into a church or you going into like a really nice building?
If I changed my mind on the whole wedding thing,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably go in a church.
Nice church. Yeah, boy.
See, I'd have to get my other half's nan to do it, or go up north.
Yo, what is a... Sorry. I know this is going to sound ignorant, especially after you said it. What is a pagan wedding? I don't even know what a pagan
Have you ever
is
seen?
for the most part.
Have you ever seen where they tie your hands together?
By the knot.
Tying of the knot. It's
I'm completely ignorant on this.
so it's
Education time.
it's completely different. Not completely different to a Christian wedding, but it's a lot less strict than a Christian wedding.
So, I mean, I wouldn't say a Christian wedding is particularly strict either way.
No, but if you went full Christian wedding, it's more strict than a non-religious wedding. Like that.
Yeah, the most.
That you. So basically, Christian wedding, you have to have someone that's ordained doing.
Yeah, you have to have someone that's authentic.
Whereas with a pagan wedding, you don't have to be ordained.
Wait, hang on. If I'm understanding this correctly, I could get you married over Discord.
Yeah.
No way, bro.
So long as we go to the registry office or have someone from the registry office and we sign the papers, yes.
That doesn't feel real to
Can
me.
you do a full Viking wedding?
That's
what I'm planning.
Can I be the one
I'm sorry, bro. That
No.
does not feel real to me.
What?
That'd be funny.
I can't have a Christian ordained, like
Like, that feels too
marrying me
loose.
and my other half, can I?
That feels too loose. It feels too unofficial.
We're not actually going to do it on Discord.
No, that's not what I was talking
But
about.
like, theoretically, you could.
That's not what I was talking about. But like, I don't know. I feel like the whole idea of getting it, and this is
Oh wait,
the way
no,
I
you
see
could
it.
you could do it over Discord, but you'd still have to have someone physically there to tie our hands together.
No, because it's not just that either.
Yeah.
You have to have both families present.
Oh,
Because it's
not
the
with this.
uniting of
Yeah.
families. Right?
Yeah, not with this.
That's what a wedding is.
Well, the thing with paganism is we don't view it as combining a family. We view it as making a new one.
The same thing. Kind of family, you know, make a new one.
No.
Your wife has babies. You know.
But no. But the way that it's kind of viewed there is you're combining your two families into one.
That's combining a family.
Whereas
You're going backwards.
no. Whereas with paganism, those two families are still separate. You and your partner
You're now
are
third.
going off on your own and making your own third family. That's what it's.
So
the whole
regardless,
point.
it's uniting the family.
This united
Yeah.
family.
His one is creating a new.
Yeah.
kind of strange. Yeah?
Yes and no.
I mean, I'm not dissing it because if that's the way you want to do it, that's the way.
Yeah, like I think that, but we're all, the way that pagans view things are obviously very different to
Wait,
Christians.
does that mean that you don't get any?
Go on.
What's the money you get when somebody passes?
Inheritance.
Inheritance. Does that mean because you're a third family?
No, we still get the inheritance because we're still related
Because
to
I'm
them.
kind of thinking it in a way like you're now
No,
no longer related.
No, we are still related. We are still related. They
Yeah.
are still my parents, they are still her parents.
Okay.
But instead of it
But
being,
use like
All one family, you become three.
yeah, you become three families of the same descendants.
Yeah.
it just seems like marriage with extra steps.
No. It's marriage with less steps, actually.
I mean,
I do not have to have my family present, and she does not have to have her family. We could fuck off on our own and just bring someone in to
that's
wed
a
us.
shotgun wedding then.
We could do that. That is an option you could do with pagan
I'll bring
weddings.
my dungeon.
I just don't think I agree with that. Traditional, yeah, I prefer traditional wedding. Again, I would show up to your wedding regardless.
You say traditional weddings,
Mm-hmm.
but
Traditional
why?
Christian.
Yeah, like Christian weddings aren't just the only traditional wedding. Pagan weddings are still traditional weddings, even in the UK.
That's true. That's true.
Like, even Celtic weddings. You forget that Christianity wasn't the first English religion.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't. By far, it
It
wasn't.
was actually one of the last.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't until the Romans came over and brought Christianity with them. And then people even forget the Romans weren't Christian at one point.
No. But
Where the fuck did Christianity come from?
uh,
Because it went in the Middle East.
jeez, man. I mean, I don't know. That whole pagan wedding thing to me, it just sounds a bit. I don't know how to think of it. I genuinely don't.
No.
Because you get, it feels, in fact, let me put it this way, it feels like an unofficial wedding.
It does and it doesn't.
Isn't it, right? Because
Yeah.
there's no one, like, because the way that the Christian wedding works is that someone authenticated to marry you both together is the witness and he's the one who ties the families together, right?
Yeah.
But you're saying in a pagan wedding, you two could essentially, I know this is like a far and few between take, you two could essentially meet in the middle of a forest with just me, like, with one tooth missing. and I could say, you two are married now.
You still need to go through
The whole procedure.
training and stuff. Not training, but you don't need to be ordained,
So that means you do need somebody official to be there.
but they're not official in the sense of they're not ordained.
So they're pagan official.
They just need to know what they're doing.
Because you start to say, yeah, you kiss.
Yeah.
Most of this is just me being
Like-
confused.
You and Legends couldn't do it.
Okay.
You'd have to go off, learn it,
Learn
and
the whole-
study it,
yeah,
and
learn
then
the
you
whole
can come
thing.
back and do it.
With no licensing, I could just say I know it.
You
Yeah.
don't need a license, no.
I could just say I know how to do it.
Yeah. As long as
Yes.
you've done all the research and everything.
Oh, so we could Google it, essentially.
Yeah.
Read
Basically.
it.
To an extent, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
That seems a bit, I don't know. Yeah,
that's just how paganism worked. Paganism wasn't strict.
fair. You know
Yeah.
what, fair. I won't argue with it. If
Yeah.
that's the way you want your wedding, fine.
Yeah.
To me, I would just be looking at it like with a weird side eye the whole time.
To be fair, at the end of the day, I could give 2 fucks if you two agree or believe in it. So long as you're there backing me.
Yeah, we back.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, we back.
Yeah.
I'm bringing
we
the sword.
Why are you bringing a sword?
Hang on, where did that come from?
Why the
We're in
fuck
the middle of a forest. Got to do a bit, you know.
That was.
I don't
just
know
an
if we'd be in a
example.
forest.
Why would he have his pagan wedding in the middle of the forest?
I mean, why not?
You could. Pagan weddings did used to be hosted in forests.
No, but
Thank
that's not
you.
my point.
But
You
more,
would obviously want somewhere nice to
yeah,
get married.
more specifically, the forest they were in also had shrines.
Okay.
That just happened to be in a forest.
Yeah.
So it was more of a
I
coincidence.
mean, just
that they were
rent
in
a nice
forest.
country house, man.
Yeah. We can't do it in a church. I know that much.
Oh, my brother. The most important part we haven't talked about: the food.
The food.
What would you have brought to your wedding, boy?
Everything.
What do you mean everything?
Nothing posh.
Obviously, there's a
I don't
theme
want-
to every wedding.
I don't want posh food.
What do you mean posh food? What class is a posh food to you?
Oh, if it's got
Caviar
3
and
different
lobster.
words in the name,
That means that it's multicultural.
other than
racist.
no. If it's got more than 3 names,
Yeah.
other than bacon, cheese, and burger, it's posh.
So you want your wedding to be able to be serviced from outside of a burger van?
No, I just want simple food.
You see, with me,
I don't want anything fancy like caviar and
no,
bullshit
but it
like
doesn't
that.
have to be fancy. Sorry, let's go on to legends. 'Cause we're
I'd
gonna
have a
argue
buffet.
about
I'd
this.
have a buffet basically.
You'd have a buffet.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
I'd be with Helix on that one. Buffet. I won't have anything too. With my family, they don't like posh foods.
No, but it doesn't have to
Like the
be
quiche.
posh.
I think my biggest issue with specifically my family is especially my sisters. They are fussy eaters, and
Maybe your wedding.
at the end of the day, it's my wedding.
Mm.
I'm not there. You're there celebrating me and my partner.
That's right. Yeah.
You're not there to have. It's not there for you.
To be fussy.
So
yeah, you did your
I'm.
wedding.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a buffet out of a little bit of everything, so no one can argue that there's nothing
Oh,
they
so
like.
you want everyone to be happy. That's not.
I don't want everyone to be happy. Just
else-
everyone to be satisfied.
Which is it's the same. Anyway.
No, because I'm not sat there going, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I'm going, here's what I've got. There's a little bit of everything.
Don't
Should
like
be
it,
fine.
fuck
To
off.
be fair, you know what I would have? It would be a mix between African and Indian food
Good
on
shout,
my
yeah,
side,
yeah.
and then that would be my half,
Hmm.
and then obviously my other half's cultural side, right?
Yeah,
So your typical white girl.
No, because I'm dating an Asian girl,
probably be sushi.
right? So it would be it's not Japanese Asian, but
Philippines.
it would
I-
be whatever
Anime,
her-
I assumed.
Yeah, because what's typical in my family is that if there's a wedding going on and everybody comes together, family bring the food.
Yep.
Right? They're like, hey, would you like us to bring this? Would you like us to bring that? You know, jerk chicken. Would you like us to bring, you know,
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, if he's got Indian and African food, I'm going to be having really bad.
you're gonna have a great. Me too. Right?
Like, my stomach is going to be
I'm
fucked.
gonna put
But
my name on
there
the
would be
toilet.
African dishes there. There would be Indian dishes there, and then maybe some stuff from the UK. You know, like pies
Yeah.
and chips and things and rice. And things and
I'm
whatnot.
saying this now. At your wedding,
Mhm.
me and Legends want our own private bathrooms.
I mean, where the wedding would possibly be would be quite far, so we would just have a hotel nearby. I wouldn't have you two dip on me during the ceremony, but the second the ceremony's over, I would give you like the thumbs up, and you two could rush off into the cars and, and head off to the toilet.
Wait, especially Indian food, because there's a lot of milk in Indian food.
There
Yeah.
is. See, we're all in danger.
You got us like looking extremely uncomfortable.
I would say
Fucking
don't
sweats.
eat anything until near the end, bro. Yeah, and then, what about the cakes, lads?
Cakes.
What about the cake? The
Cake.
wedding cake.
Cake.
What would it be?
Victoria Sponge.
Yeah, probably, to be fair. My problem is chocolate cake is a little bit too sickly for me. I love red
No, but what-
velvet, but again, it's too sickly for me.
Too sickly.
Sponge.
But then again, are
Sponge
you a sweet or savoury person?
Both, but leaning more towards savoury.
Okay, so I'm saying but leaning towards sweet. So I would try to argue for one big cake for the ceremony and then a bunch of different flavoured cakes for after the ceremony is over.
Well, you'd have your wedding cake, which is whatever you and your partner want.
Yeah, which would just be the usual like 3-tier
Yeah.
Victorious.
And then you have your dessert area,
which would be
which would be a nice little bit of everything.
It would have to be. No, but if there was a big tier cake right for the big ceremony,
Yeah.
and then there would be something that I would actually eat. Right, I like Victoria sponge.
I want my mum's coffee and walnut cake.
Why not have that? Why not have her make that for you?
Or the wedding cake.
It'll take a lot of effort.
I don't think my mum has the patience for that. Look, all I'm going to say is I know my mum loves me and I know she'd do anything for me.
Not that.
But if I asked her to bake me a wedding cake, she'd tell me to get fucked. And you know what? I don't blame her.
I don't blame her for that. I would say, especially if I had a choice, it would have to be a vanilla cake.
Yeah.
It would have to be vanilla with a nice plain bottom, like vanilla.
Hey,
Not too much frosting. I hate too much frosting.
ain't nothing wrong with vanilla at the dinner table so long as you ain't vanilla in the sheets.
Yeah. What about you, legend? You haven't talked about your cake.
Victoria sponge.
Is it?
Yeah?
100%.
Nothing else.
To be fair, I don't know if I'd specifically have Victoria sponge, but I feel like it
With the
would.
jam in the middle.
it
That's always delicious.
Jam.
Oh yeah,
cream.
but I feel like it'll be something simple on those lines.
Okay.
We
So
don't.
it might be a variation.
I don't need an extravagant wedding cake.
I mean, you could have your mum make you like a normal walnut cake for everybody else to eat.
I'd have my mum make my cake.
I don't think my mum would have the patience to do mine.
Oh no, I get beaten up afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
No, because you know what's going to happen. It'll be like 2 days before the wedding. It'll be like, shit, I haven't got the wedding
To be
cake.
fair,
Mum,
that's-
make us one, please.
Wait, would you guys? Oh, you know, this is a particularly good question.
Go on.
Would you guys have like a special dance at a wedding? I wouldn't.
I don't know because both me and my other half are extremely fucking clumsy. So we'd probably we'd probably have to have paramedics on the scene ready.
Yeah, because a lot of these weddings, I don't know why they do this. They have like one special dance with their one special song.
The first dance.
I wouldn't. Do
Is
that.
that
I-
the right thing?
I think
No,
it might
no, it's not.
Huh?
No, it's a lot of cultures do it. I know. I don't know what.
I'm just not down with it.
I'm sure Indians do something similar, but it's not the first dance. I think the men do a dance. Yeah. I've seen it at least. I don't know if it's actually the case. That could just be white media.
Okay,
Like,
white media.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think I'd have a first dance.
I wouldn't. Mostly because I'm not a big dancer.
Neither
I'm
am
not a
I.
big fan of dancing. But it's just... okay, this is the way that I look at it. I've just had a whole ceremony about me go down. I've cut the cake.
Yep.
I've had my brothers spill the unofficial secret files on me for about 20 minutes. Right? I've had so much attention on me for so long, I need that off of me.
You had the boys doing as much as they could to end the
To
wedding.
damage my reputation
It'll be a-
before I got married.
It wouldn't be a best man switch, it would be a roast.
It
Yep.
would be a roast. Man.
Oh yeah, fuck that. We're not doing speeches.
We're doing roasts.
Yeah. The roast of Bourne and
Helix.
whatever her name will end up being.
Whatever her name is, yeah. But
I think we need to convince Legends to get married.
Ain't happening.
Yes, it is.
I reckon it could. Like, what is... Okay, let me put it this way. What is your issue with getting married? Let's get that out of the way
Because
first.
it's not the same anymore.
No, but let's...
Why?
What? Yeah.
The divorce is on the rise, 100%.
But if we used to have been together nearly 10 years now.
We both agree that we're not getting married.
Yeah, but I doubt you.
But why?
I doubt we'll
Nothing
get,
really
I doubt
changes.
I doubt we'll get divorced, but there's no point of a wedding.
Why? It's a celebration of
We both love each other
relation.
anyway.
No, but it's
No point of celebrating it for everyone else.
a wedding.
Well, then go to Vegas and do it on your own.
Yeah, but no, but like a wedding.
Or I'll get ordained and do it for you.
Wait, if you want to do that?
I can get ordained. Should we go do it tomorrow?
Don't do that.
No.
Don't.
Why not? I can get ordained online in like 5 minutes.
Don't
You're
you
a-
dare do
You'll be his
that.
mate. Yeah. He would have been my best man. He knows more dirt on me than you do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ain't happening.
Fine. We'll get. He's a Christian anyway, so we'll get him ordained, and I'll be the best man. But I think you forget,
That's even
he's
worse.
got more of a filter than I have. Yep.
I don't know. You have to choose between knowledge and not caring about what he says. You have to choose.
Yeah, you've basically got to choose between someone that probably won't say anything and someone that definitely will say
You're forgetting
something.
There is a third person in that line.
Oh,
Sheep.
sheep.
We'll leave sheep at home. We will
Yeah.
leave sheep at home. He can be the witness.
But seriously,
Or the silent one, like strapped up to a chair and talk.
Yeah.
I think seriously there is just no difference. The thing that changed was people.
Yeah.
It wasn't the weddings, it's the people. So I think if you can get that out of the way and seriously consider, oh, this person who I've been with for these many years, not, 8 years, but like, let's say 15, 20 years, and nothing's changed, possibly have kids or whatever, or not, right? Clearly nothing is going to change.
No.
It's just a big ceremony to respect and honour the fact that you two met each other, found each other, and want to be with each other for the rest of your lives, regardless of what happens.
That's
And it's uniting the families. It's just uniting the families.
That sounds good point.
For me, I think it's really important.
I reckon we give it 2 years and ask him again, and he'll probably have changed his mind.
I think that it would have to
2
be
years,
his other half that had changed her mind first.
Yeah.
I'll probably be in a box.
I reckon your partner will change
I think
her
it's
mind.
your partner that has to change her mind first, and then you would change your mind. I think that's what would happen. Because you would have to go along with it regardless.
If she changed
Yeah.
her mind, would you agree?
No.
No?
I won't change.
Even if she begged?
I've got to that point where I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Oh.
No.
He's bullshitting.
I mean, I want a wedding ring. I want to celebrate. I want the photos. I want the party
Yeah.
celebration about me and my relationship. I want it to feel as important as I feel it.
I think my biggest problem with my wedding, like the biggest issue I'm going to have,
Us.
no, second biggest issue, is trying to stop my other half from taking photos and like acting like the
Oh,
photographer.
the photographer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's very true. You know what would have to happen? We would have to ban her from a camera.
Yeah.
And give the camera to somebody else.
No, but you know what's going to happen? We're going to hire a photographer and she's just going to be sat there fucking asking her about the camera the entire time.
Keep the photographer.
Trying to give him tips.
Keep the photographer and your future wife away from each other. That's really what you would have to do. It would be funny.
Because I know what she's like. She loves cameras. She loves photography.
Very strict instructions on not to give or hand over anything.
Do not speak to the bride.
Yep.
She will not leave you alone if you mention photography. In fact, you're incognito. We need you in camouflage the entire day.
They're a legend master.
Yep.
Walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
But you've also got to keep me away from the DJ, because otherwise I will try and DJ.
That's true.
In fact, do you think there's anything wrong with me doing a little bit of a DJ
Yes.
at my own wedding?
I would
Why?
have you DJ at my wedding.
Yeah?
I would. But you would have to fight my uncle, who's already a respected DJ for that time.
Hey, if he wants, man, whoa. If he wants to do it back to back, I'm down.
You two probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's say I have a big budget, because it would be me mixing my budget and her mixing her budget, and we've saved for a couple of years for this and that, and we get like we rent a nice thing for you two both to play with, and I would get you in like weeks before the wedding. I would rent this thing already for like months, and then you to mess about with it and figure out what you're doing. And then I'll tell you what kind of songs I want to play.
It'll be more like he do an hour, I do an hour, he do an hour, I do an hour. So we can both enjoy the wedding and
How long
DJ.
is my wedding gonna go on for?
Probably 4 hours. That's normally how long wedding after parties go, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends, because if we take the after party back to the hotel with the lads, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
One last romantic session with the lads.
Cigars.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean that kind of stuff.
to me, it sounds like
Circle jerk.
especially as we talk about it, it just sounds like it would be such a great celebration.
Yeah.
And then we have the wedding rings to prove that celebration happened.
I've already got my after party planned though.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna wear suits.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
No. No.
You thought about it.
Hear me. I did think about it for a second. No. Me and my partner. I need to cut that. Me and my partner are both massive wrestling fans.
I'm not wrestling you.
No. So after the ceremony, when we go to the after party, obviously, no, we're not going to wrestle.
Do they do that later?
We're gonna have. No. You know how we have like our big grand entrance to the after party.
Mm-hmm.
I want a wrestling entrance.
I would
setup.
help you with that.
How cool would that be?
Spotlights with the what do you call it? With the flares and
Pyros.
the pyros and smoke and that.
Video wall.
Should we get you a wrestling outfit that looks like a suit, and then wrestling outfit extras on top of the suit, and you take it off as if you're taking off like the cape and that?
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Come on.
That would be so
He's
good.
Legends is thinking about
Come
it.
on.
I know ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you think I've got all of these mates that are in the lighting industry and wrestling industry. I could have the best of both worlds.
So good.
I know ring announcers, for fuck's sake.
Can't be the thing I know.
No, I know real ones.
No, he knows. Come on, we need to make it at least sound authentic. We could
Or I
be
can
like-
get him to train you.
We could pretend that we're the coaches.
Yeah? Yeah.
So her friends would be on her side, and we would be on
Yep.
Helix's side, and pretending that there's a match going on when they're really just getting married.
Forget the first dance. We're having the first match. No, the main event.
The main event.
Batista bomb.
Oh, come on.
Batista belt.
Yeah, we'll have like a death match in the middle of our wedding.
That would be good.
Yeah, it'll be unique, that's for sure.
That would be so
You can't tell me that like a full like wrestling entranceway with our own theme music wouldn't be kind of dope.
That would be so good, man. Because listen, what I would suggest is we make the theme from scratch.
But I know how to.
It wouldn't be generic music or wrestling music. It would be a theme that we've sat down and concocted together in a room while sweating.
Yep.
Specifically while sweating.
We've all learnt how to play an instrument for it.
We have.
Legends has learnt drums, the Macarena.
Yeah, the other half can do the same when we haven't heard the tracks. We would first hear it when you both come up onto stage, really. It would be so amazing.
She'd probably have some, like Seblo or someone.
I don't know, maybe. The thing is, you can do whatever you want. We're choosing to create one from scratch, but she can go off and do whatever she wants with her one.
I think it would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
Pyros a lot.
A great union party.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're against it. I would love to be your best bet. Stand at your side, tears running through my eyes as I blast the dirtiest and darkest secrets over the speakers.
I'll sit in the corner with my mouth taped shut.
And then I'll walk over,
just don't get it on the beard.
Retape mine.
The cleaning cupboard? What, the cleaning cupboard?
Why not?
I'll be in the cleaning cupboard with the other half.
To me, I don't know, for me, a wedding...
10 minutes, never.
I mean, for me, a wedding has to be, even if you only do it once, let's say I get divorced, even if I only do it once, I would want to do it once to celebrate with my friends and family, and even extended family, my relationship with somebody who I think is going to last the rest of my life with. I think that that's beautiful.
What I'm waiting for is Vaughan to get divorced and have another wedding just so I can stand up and go, hello and welcome back.
I would let you do that. I would let you do that. It would be on me at that point.
The thing is, you'd have no choice. You wouldn't know what he's writing.
Hello,
Hey,
welcome back. Let's try again.
That would be 2 stag parties, though.
It was so nice the first time. We had to do it again.
Waiting for the food, bro.
With Helix stack point, we can do whatever. Because obviously you're down for whatever.
Yeah, providing
To a limit.
I don't throw up from getting drunk yet.
With you, obviously you're quite held back.
Am I? Yeah.
I feel like you shoot down most of our ideas.
So we wouldn't tell you the idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
We should stage a kidnapping.
Oh, my bad. And I mean like a full white van, people getting out of Bally.
In front of his other half and everything.
She'll know everything.
No, we shouldn't tell her.
No, but then she'll call the police.
Exactly.
And we'll get swatted.
It'll make it more fun.
No, we tell her. Yeah, they'll go out. We kidnap him. Yeah, from in the back of the van, Bally on. We'll then take him to an airport.
Rough him up a little bit.
Yep. And then ship him off somewhere. No, where? Where would you take him?
Vegas.
Nah, I want something more roughneck.
More roughneck.
Yeah.
Texas. No, Tennessee. They hate black people.
Just. All right.
Put a t-shirt on. I love white people.
Or Japan. They hate everyone.
They do.
Oh dear. Right, on that bombshell, we have overrun by like half hour.
Oh, so cool.
But
were we?
Yeah, we were recording for like an hour, but it's fine. I'm going to split this into a 2-parter instead.
Okay.
So it'll be episode 12 rather, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
So why not? But yeah, so as I mentioned, we overran. But if you want more, as if an hour wasn't enough, feel free to head over to TikTok and watch our TikTok series Under the Round Table, where you can catch ramblings just like the one you were listening to, of things that didn't quite make it into an episode. You've got a busy schedule, I get it. Spotify, Amazon Music, everywhere you get your podcasts. You can listen to us there while you're on the go. However, I forgot again, Discord. We have a Discord. The link's in the description. It's where you can give us suggestions of what you want us to talk about. Oh, that was a mouthful. But for now, I have been Helix.
I've been Legend.
And I've been Born.
And we will see you in the next episode of Roundtable Podcast. Bye for now.
Bye.